Hey everybody, Fatbird Finds here. Fatbird Finds crafting, and I'm Laura, and we're working on my junk journal today. So I'm working in my fall junk journal. This year I'm going to put Halloween and Thanksgiving, or October and November, in the same book, and then I'll have a separate one for December daily. So I'm showing you here that I have done my calendar pages. My book is still kind of empty, so I've got a little ways to go here. I collected this super cool ephemera from Trader Joe's. I live in Western Kentucky. We don't have a Trader Joe's. So it's kind of an exciting time when I'm in Lexington or Nashville with one of my daughters and we go to Trader Joe's. So I don't get a chance to do that. So I thought it would be fun to commemorate that with a spread, and plus they have these cute stickers that they handed out at Halloween time. They're very seasonal at Trader Joe's. Their packaging is seasonal. So I got these cool pumpkin cranberry biscuit things or crackers, which are awesome. And then I've got this whole bag of ephemera from the candy and the treats that I got there. I don't think anybody really does regular food at Trader Joe's. Just kidding. But seasonal treats are a favorite at Trader Joe's, and I am no exception. I love peanut butter cups, and their brand of peanut butter cups are excellent. I also love candy corn and peanuts in the fall around Halloween. So I'm going to put those on my page. And then this year, Trader Joe's had these adorable bags. So I did get those bags. I think they were only $4.99, and all the stores were selling out. So I was lucky to snag those, and I gave 2 away on our channel. That was a lot of fun. And I'm just going to take a picture of that and put it on this layout. But I'll have to do that later when I've got my printer out. But I'll add that to the top of the page when I get done. Junk journaling is anything that you want it to be for yourself. So here, this is super appealing to me. I love to use as much junk as possible, especially in my junk planner, which is what we're working in today. The junk planner is like a no pressure, put anything you want in here kind of a journal. And this is where it's the most fun to just put all the daily ephemera and junk that you come across. And you know how they say a picture is worth 1,000 words? Well, that is true here. So without having to sit down and write out paragraphs of, I did this and I did this and I did this today, I'm going to be able to look at this layout and see all my favorite things that I like to buy at Trader Joe's. I'm going to know that I got my bag there. And that's going to create quite a memory for me, just all the ephemera and cute stuff. I love the packaging. I love the packaging of the food. I love the packaging as far as the paper bags go. And so I'm going to make my own background here with the paper bags. And I need to add a little color though. So I am going to go ahead and use something out of my stash. And like I said, there's no rules. So that's allowed. I want to use these napkins that I got in Happy Meal. And so that's what I'm going to do. It's just a little cute little witchy Halloween theme. And I think that will make a cute background. And so I'm going to just use my glue stick and put down these paper napkins. Paper napkins are super fun to use. You can use them several different ways. But the biggest thing to remember is to separate the plies. You can see that I'm doing that here, but I had to cut a lot of this out. I really fought with this napkin to get the plies apart, but it's very important. You don't want to put it down with the white paper still on the back of it, because it'll separate eventually and come, the pretty part, it'll be on top and it'll come out of your book. It won't be glued down. So you definitely want to get that thinnest top ply off of there to use in your book. The other thing to remember with a napkin is that it is made for the design to be right side up when it's folded, so that the napkin is right side up any way that you pick it up. So when you open it up, one side is going to be upside down to you. So you do have to cut it apart if you want the pattern to be right side up. If you don't care, just go ahead and glue it down. But if not, you'll have to cut it apart like I did here and make the pattern be right side up. But that's no problem. Super simple. Like I said, I love putting mine down with a glue stick, especially in my junk planner. If I want it to be a little bit more permanent, then you can use Mod Podge, and I have Mod Podge, and I've done that. I've done that as well. I guess the difference is the Mod Podge makes it stiff, and it doesn't hurt anything in your book. But if you don't like a lot of stiff pages in your book, then sometimes you should try with the glue stick, and then that way your book doesn't get so weighty and chunky. Of course, everybody likes a good chunky junk journal though, so try it both ways and see what you think. Let me know in the comments which way you like to do it. And as you can see here, I'm sorting through my little candy wrappers and things that I saved. I don't know why it brings me so much joy to save these little bits of junk and what would otherwise be trash. But somebody has worked so hard on getting this packaging right and appealing, and it's just so fun to make something pretty out of it. But anyway, you can see here that you don't have to worry about putting the napkins all the way to the edges of the pages or covering the entire page, because you're going to have your junk here to go on top and cover up holes and things like that. So we're doing real good here, folks. We've got our background going. I've got one pretty large piece of ephemera here with this box top. And of course, don't hang on to the rest of it. This is the time where you just clean out your stash. I'm showing you here that Fabri-Tac is the best glue. I love Fabri-Tac. You can use a glue stick for a lot of things, but anything with any kind of weight to it, or any kind of fabric, or any kind of like plastic wrappers, like these candy wrappers and things that are a little weightier, use the Fabri-Tac. You're going to really be happy with it. You're going to like the way that it holds and how easy it is to work with. Also, you can put a piece of wax paper like I just did underneath when you're working with Fabri-Tac and everything, so that your pages don't glue together. That's a pro tip there. It doesn't take it all that long to dry. You don't have to leave it overnight like that, but just while you're working along there, it's nice to protect your other pages so that you don't have to peel them apart or cut them apart later. And here we go. I'm trying to decide which parts of the bag to use. I didn't end up using, tons of the bag, but just enough, I think, to make it look adorable. So I play with it here, as you can see, but I decided to go ahead and put it catty corner this way. And I'm just sort of testing it out. Sometimes I just glue willy-nilly, and sometimes I like to kind of lay it out a little bit to see, what kind of an arrangement I can come up with. Here, fortunately, I had the top right corner empty, and so I positioned this piece to give the page a title and to also cover up the last of the space up there in the top right corner where the napkins didn't quite reach. And I love the way that it turned out. It's so cute. You're going to be really impressed when you see how this Fabri-Tac works and glues this paper bag down without wrinkling it. This is also a really good choice if you're going to use wrapping paper, which is another favorite item to use in a junk journal. Wrapping paper, by definition, is always so cute and decorative and kind of irresistible. It's fun to just cut out a big square and save it when someone sends you a gift. But sometimes it can be challenging to put it down in your junk journal without it wrinkling up. But this Fabri-Tac will do the trick, guys. So yes, I highly, highly recommend it for this kind of project. So as we go through here, now then I am just, adding the candy wrappers, and I just want to get all the ephemera that I can possibly get on the page. I don't really care if I cover up most of the background. That's just it. It's just the background. So that's fine. And so the more junk that I can get on there, I think the better I'm going to like it. I still have more candy wrappers. That's my peanut butter cups. I do want to put the peanut butter wrappers. Oh, and then I tried to use another part of the bag. So there's a little story on this part of the bag. And I think it's so cute. And so I decided to include this part as well. That's really all I'm going to get of the bag this time. But that's okay. Because, I'm just trying to show that it's cute, it's fun, it makes the whole Trader Joe's experience fun when they have all the decorative packaging. And, I've just started seeing recently that they have mystery bags now. So somebody educate me. Leave it in the comments. I'm not sure do you buy packs of mystery bags at Trader Joe's? Or do you just get one, to take home your groceries, and they have different ones at different times in the stores? Let me know how that works if you guys know. Like I said, we don't have one in our hometown, so I'm not sure how that works. I do know that they have stickers. They also have a card section, like greeting cards and things for, I think they're only $1 each. You should definitely check those out. The day that I went, they were out of all the Halloween and the fall ones. So I thought, well, I'm just going to wait, and I'll wait for another occasion and get different ones to use later on in future junk journal planners. But they did have these beautiful Halloween stickers. And the cashier was so sweet. I was like, can I buy the stickers? And they're like, nope, but I can give them to you. And she gave me a whole big string of them. So I'm just going to be generous and use a lot of them everywhere. As I continue to work on this page, I'll take the chance to remind you that December is coming right upon us. And in the junk journaling and crafting community, a December daily journal is a big hit and is super popular, and lots of people participate. So I'm happy to say that I will be participating in that this year. So you can look forward to little daily glimpses of my December daily journal. We are having a card swap at Fatbird Finds. We have a new Patreon site. So if you go on Patreon and search Fatbird Finds, you can join that for free and go to the chat section, and you'll see instructions on how to sign up for a Christmas card swap. And I'm looking forward to that. And that is something that's going to go in my December daily when I start getting the Christmas cards in. So that will be fun. We've got room for 50 people. So you can sign up until Thanksgiving or until we hit 50 people. And we're going to do it. We're going to send out cards to each other and enjoy this wonderful holiday season and have lots of goodies and fun to put in our December daily junk journals. So that is something super exciting, and I'm really looking forward to it. So be sure and check that out on Patreon. And also, on the subject of December Daily, I'm going to be selling ephemera kits that will be perfect for working in your December Daily journals. There is lots of vintage ephemera. There's Christmas cards, Christmas papers. There's old vintage receipts and ledger paper and that type of thing. So I'm going to be selling on YouTube. And I will put that link in the description box below for the Cozy Crafters Market, and that's happening on Saturday, November the 22nd. My time slot happens to be at 3:30 p.m. Central. And again, I will put the link below, and I'm also going to be posting in my community tab about that sale with some examples and some pictures of what might be available. If you're seeing this video after that date, go ahead and feel free to email us at fatbirdfinds@gmail.com. It's the best way to buy something. And I can let you know if I have any of that still available. I think it'd be fun to have like a little starting pack of goodies to add your Christmas cards to, and then that should give you plenty of things to work with for your December daily journals. I hope you guys will all be inspired to join, and it's always a good time. If you've never junk journaled before, December daily is a great way to start. Super fun, and there's lots of people doing it. You can search December dailies, on YouTube and find hundreds of videos of people making their journals. And so it gives you lots of inspiration and lots of ideas for your own journal. So yeah, it's just a perfect way to start. I hope this inspires you to make a little something for yourself and to get started. If you haven't started junk journaling, just give it a try. This is just a composition book. You can start, for as little as $1. You can collect this junk that you've already bought and paid for. And so for very little money, just maybe the price of a glue stick and maybe some staplers, and the rest of it can just be things around the house, and $1 composition book, which you probably have that around the house too. And then you can make a page like this. So much fun. I loved putting these stickers on. I loved putting the candy wrappers and then putting the stickers on top of those. That was really fun. And there's my receipt. And yeah, it's just a great memory and a great little time capsule of what I like to buy and how much things cost. And I think that you'll love the finished product. Look, isn't it cute? I think it's adorable, and I hope you do too. And I hope it inspires you to do one for yourself. Stay tuned to see what Fat Bird finds next. Bye, everybody.